Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about Moonology. The other cool thing is this is our super moon. I love August because we always usually have a great super moon in the middle of August, and so this one's right at the beginning. So yes, we have a super full moon in the sign of Aquarius. So let me tell you all about it. That's right. August 1st, we have our super big full moon in Aquarius. And so kind of our full moons are all about like revealing things, especially supermoons. Supermoons are all about like they're going to feel even bigger. So it's one of those. A supermoon is when the moon is actually in its orbit and it's really close to us. So it's going to look even bigger in the sky than it normally is. It's going to be huge. And because of that, it's going to really kind of like increase our intuition. It's going to be revealing usually a great wisdom, things that we're kind of like, wow, I thought I knew this, or I kind of thought that's the way it went. It's going to be revealing that because it's so close, and so that light bulb is going to be like really on us during this time frame. It is going to be really talking about like that inner wisdom, kind of like coming from the inside out, kind of like that super moon is going to be pushing that amazing energy at us. Like, what are the things that it's revealing? What are the things that it's revealing to you about you? Or what is it revealing to you about someone else or a different situation? So it's kind of like, interesting. Now let's talk about full moons themselves. Full moon themselves are all about letting go of things. And so as these revelations come forward, kind of like as we start looking at stuff with that new moon or that full super moon, it's one of those, what are we looking at? What is being brought up? And is there something that we need to let go of or get rid of? Or is there some old thinking or so old ideas or whatever it is? So it's not like, oh my gosh, huge, but there might be like, wow, I'm seeing something in me that I'm ready to let go of. Or I'm seeing something in someone else that I'm not liking, and so maybe I need to put a new boundary in there. Now, the Aquarius energy in all of this is going to be kind of really giving us that strong desire to really kind of need some emotional freedom. Like, I want my freedom. I've heard of people going over the last couple of weeks, like wanting to kind of go out on a girlfriend's night out or a guy's night out, kind of like I need some emotional, kind of like I just need to be me time, kind of like I need to get me some me time. And this could be easier to understand, like understand the feelings and the freedom, and like I want to feel these kind of things. Now, this could also bring up some negative emotions as that supermoon is kind of pointing that light on there, and we kind of start seeing things differently, and we get that freedom. It's one of those, so we're kind of like putting us in different realms, kind of putting us some different freedom. It's kind of like, oh, I haven't been around these people in a while. This could also bring up some negative emotions. I know you're just like, okay, so this is getting more and more deep. Yes, this could bring up things of like jealousy, seeing jealousy in someone else that you didn't think was there. You're like, yeah, that might not be a good one. Or anger or frustration or fear that you didn't really think that was in your friend or around your friend or your cousin, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, whatever it is. And you're just like, interesting, very interesting. And when you're with these group of people, kind of like people that you really may not have been around for a while, or kind of haven't been around in this setting, so kind of look at that kind of differently. What is it revealing to you? What are the kind of the underpinnings from the group? Kind of how is it coming out? What's being shown to you? What's not being shown to you? This can be a great one. Now, I will tell you, this is also kind of one of those great moons. Is kind of like what's coming up forward, kind of what's being revealed to me, and really think about it. Give yourself some time. And I know sometimes we're out with our friends, we're kind of drinking a little bit. So this is something that you might want to like hold back for a little bit of time until you're kind of like, let me think about this the right way. Let me think about this in a better setting. And I will tell you, like I said, full moons are all about kind of like releasing things and letting things go. And sometimes there could be some friends or some old issues or situations that you're kind of really ready to get rid of. So let's do some angel cards and get us a little bit deeper insight into all things on August 1st, 2023, our super full moon in the sign of Aquarius. So let's get these cards going. This one is popping out forward, and it is the South Node, and this is all about the past. So there could be some things that come up from the past that you thought you had worked through or dealt with, or kind of like we dealt with this in kindergarten or back in high school or whatever else. And then all of a sudden it's like popping forward and you're like, wait a minute, I thought we got rid of this. I thought we had gotten through it. Sometimes jealousy and fears and angers and all that kind of stuff can really pop up years later and you're like, wait, I thought we kind of dealt with all of this. Sometimes it isn't. So I have two cards. Literally, this one is going to be first and then this top one is going to be next. So let's see what we got. The first one is Pisces, and this is all about sensitivity. And this is all about that Aquarius energy is going to be popping up our intuition, plus the full moon is going to be popping out our intuition, kind of like, what do we feel deep in our core? What is that energy that we really need to think about? What is that insight that we really need to be doing? This is going to be like, interesting. Then the second card was transits, and this is all about the climate. The climate is now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Be in action. Be in action of this energy. Be in action with this super full moon in the sign of Aquarius, like pushing you to kind of see things differently, like revealing things differently, kind of like that insight that you really thought you had, but maybe you didn't, or you kind of like, I really thought I needed something different in here. This is going to be a great one to kind of really hold to that energy of like, yes, here we go. And I guarantee you, the people that you're hanging around with during this time frame is going to be revealing to not only you, but so many other people. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.